David Allen knocks out Dorian Darch in the third round. This was David Allen's comeback fight since his fight with David Price, I believe, was back there in July. He took a hell of a beating in that fight. He was taken out on a stretcher. So worrying times for Dave Allen. He was originally meant to make his comeback in October, but Dave Allen, as we know, he's taken a hell of a lot of beatings in his career. So there's been a few little issues there. I think mentally, from the mental side, he has had bouts with depression, and obviously the amount of punishment he's taken delayed the comeback till this evening, basically. And my review of the fight is that David Allen, against someone like a Dorian Darch, fighting the way he was for the first 2 rounds, he can get away with that. It's Dave Allen trying a few new things. He came out not really throwing any punches, or throwing very little, I should say, and just moving his head, moving around the ring, and he showed a little bit better head movement than what I've seen in the past. I know in David Price, the head movement he has would just didn't cut it, but against Dorian Darch, that kind of head movement he was employing in this fight, it was okay. I do think Dave Allen, when he gets negative like that, and what I mean by that is when he just decides to maybe kind of move around the ring, have a bit of fun in there, he lets the opponent win rounds, which is basically what happened. Dave Allen, for my money, he just nicked the first round, but in the second round he was extremely negative, just moving around the ring, not really doing anything, and Dorian Darch ended up taking the second round. So Dave Allen, his corner man, he did have Darren Barker originally for the David Price fight. I don't really know the guy's name, Jason something he has for this fight. And the Sky commentary even alluded to the fact that realistically Dave Allen just has someone there in the corner more for a pep talk as opposed to actual trainer. He's mainly just, at least for this fight, he's mainly been training himself, which, make it that what you will. Dave Allen came out in the third round. He got given the go-ahead by the corner to really, step on the gas and just go for it. And, landed some shots on Dorian Darch, hit him with a left hook that buzzed him. Down went Dorian Darch, got back to his feet. Dave Allen went, put him down again. Dorian Darch, he sat up at the count of 8, and then he just basically said, no, enough's enough, went back down, and that was all she wrote. So, Dave Allen, one thing I'll say about Dave Allen is he does appear to be somewhat heavy-handed. You can see when he does sit down his shots and he starts throwing them, they do tend to have a bit of an effect on people. I'm not going to say he's, the Deontay Wilder, a hidden Deontay Wilder, but he's definitely not feather-fisted. He seems to have decent power there. But this whole comeback, he was cheered in the building, when his music played. He comes to the ring with Fields of Barley. It's not the kind of song you'd expect. Eva Cassidy's Fields of Barley. It's not the kind of song you'd expect a heavyweight boxer to come to the ring with. But he was still getting cheered by the fans up in Sheffield. People still recognise him. He still has that fan base. He's giving his post-interview where he's, all smiles. Look, I wish him all the best. He came into this fight 262, I think, and he looked a lot heavier he looked a lot fleshier than he did in his last fight. If David Allen is serious about this comeback, he needs to get himself into better shape. He needs to find a real trainer. He was working with Adam Boot briefly. I don't know why he didn't stay there. Maybe it was a decision from Boot. Maybe it was an Allen decision. I don't know. But definitely Allen needs to, if he's going to make a serious play at this comeback, he needs to look at his corner. He needs to get some real guys in there, real boxing people in there. And he just needs to watch himself because, as I said, he's taken shellackings in his career. He's taken a good few beatings. And you don't want to see someone as young as Dave Allen, like he's only 27, in a bad way before he's 30. That's the best way to describe it. You don't want to see him in a bad way before he's 30. So I wish him all the best in this comeback. As I said, it's not up to me when I should say a fighter should retire or not. I wish him all the best in this comeback. They've said names like Daniel Dubois. I seriously hope not. Simon Vallily, possibly. He's not the greatest fighter in the world, but in terms of British level, Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce are fighting for a British title, British and Commonwealth title. Dave Allen is miles off them. So, as I said, it'd be interesting to see where Dave Allen goes, but I wish him all the best. I do. I wish him all the best, but it's just a worry. He's taking a lot of punishment in his career. So that's my post-fight thoughts on this. Let me know what you think down below. It's only going to be this fight in Kell Brook I'm going to cover on this card. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, of course, if you are new. And as always, I will talk to you after.